This is my Arduino Project 3 video. Just there. Alright, so starting off with the basics of how this works before I show the actual breadboard working. With our code and our TMP sensor here, we read the temperature sensor, and what happens is in a loop on our code, we store the temperature. We store the voltage that was read off of the sensor. That gets sent to the computer. The sensor values get sent to the computer. And in the computer, it will convert these sensor readings to voltage. And that will be stored inside of a float, which is a decimal, inside one of our functions. And then it will divide a variable that we've created, which is sensor val. That will be divided by 1024.0 and multiplied by 5. And that will be the number that represents the new voltage on the pin. And then from there, the voltage is converted into temperature. Alright, so the actual breadboard itself, connections, got our power source, USB cable going to the computer, just bringing in our power. From there comes from our red wire and our ground wire, our red wire and the black wire, which is our VCC wire, and our ground wire. Red is VCC, black is ground, bringing power to our breadboard. That brings power to our power bus. Then we have power coming from our backtrack on that. Our sensor here, VCC power coming to our sensor right here in row 6, and it's grounded here in row 8. So the yellow wire brings in our VCC, orange wire is our ground. This green wire here comes over here to our analog in. And based on our sensor readings, goes from the computer and we get our signal back. Based on the temperature, the ambient temperature, which right now I have it in my code as 23 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Baseline temperature, you're not going to have any lights going off. As the temperature increases on our sensor, so when I touch my sensor, every 2 degrees above the baseline temperature, one of these lights, these LEDs is going to light up. So I'll just do a fingertip right now. So 2 degrees above baseline, get our first LED to light up. Here goes the second LED. Just to speed it up, I'm going to grab both sides of the sensor and increases another 2 degrees Celsius. Same thing cooling off. As I blow on the sensor, you can see it cooled off a lot quicker. Doing the exact same thing as the ambient temperature goes down, 2 degrees closer to the baseline, the lights will start to go off.